you go out here and you wander around the expo floor and you see all these robots and they're cute and they're like saying hi to you and a whole bunch of things, those are going to be very disruptive to the way that work happens. So part of what we want to be able to do is make sure that the relationships between people are strong and there, so that people can change as automation and artificial intelligence become a bigger and bigger part of the way we do work. When we started, we only had people in the graph, right? But those people had companies on their profiles, and so we made companies part of our graph as well. And then they also had schools where they went and got their degrees on their profiles. So we made those part of the graph. And then they were posting jobs and they have skills on their profiles and they have information they share through the system. So those have all become part of this interconnected web of things that make up the world of business. So we started calling it the economic graph. New York City was trying to figure out how to attract and retain more technology talent in the city of New York. And so they came to us and said, can you give us an idea of what's actually happening here in the city? So we were able to share information with them which showed which schools were producing the graduates who stayed in the city, which schools were producing graduates who were leaving the city, which companies were hiring the most graduates who had been trained locally in New York, which skills were most in demand inside New York. And basically they were able to take $10 million and they were able to put it behind changing curricula at the City University of New York in order to be able to train more of the talent which was most in demand in the city, which is actually a great outcome. But that's a good example of using the economic graph as a whole, as opposed to sort of living inside it, which is the way we use LinkedIn every day. It turns out when you put an employer together with an educator, the effectiveness of that training goes from about 20% of people who leave like a community college program get a job. It goes up to 80% when an employer and educator work together. And so that's what we're trying to do, is make it easy for employers and educators to work together.